Okay, so on to the behind the scenes technical portion of the video. I mentioned in the intro, after the demo, I would go through a couple of the technical pieces. So to start with, what we've got here is the actual the Power Apps. So as if you've worked in Power Apps, then you recognize this screen. And just to point out, we've got this is I downloaded a trial version. It's a 30-day trial for the Power Pages, and you can see here that that has a time limit on it, so 24 more days. When I did that, it set up a unique environment that was specific for my Power Pages trial, and I put all of the customizations of the Power Pages along with the model-driven app, which I use. The CRM-based Power Apps model-driven app is in this environment here, so that I'm keeping everything together. And then you can see here I have the Power Pages Dev 1, so that is the Power Pages site. Then we have the key customers orders. That is the model-driven app that I built. That I did in the demo. That's the basic CRM, the Bike Company CRM app. Then the portal management is something that it sets up, and that is exactly what it says. It's an app to manage the portal. And so we have these things that get set up. Now, to mention something here, when you sign up for the trial, then it will give you a option to set up these sites. And I downloaded, and you can set up the sites using the templates. Now, for my particular case, I did not want to use one of those templates because I had a specific demo I wanted to do and show, which included a CRM type, whether, and this could either have been done with the Dynamics 365 or like I did it with the Power Apps, whereby we have a order entry with a customer wanting to be able to do an online self-ordering system. And so I wanted that as my demo. So I basically downloaded one of the templates, I wiped it out and started over. And so mine's more or less custom. But if you did want to just download the trial, you can do that, and it will give you some templates and some samples, and you can go in and use that if you'd like. So to give you some more information on the other components, let's jump over to, we'll go over to the website. So now we're over in the Power Pages website. And here, let me back up here and I'll just show you really quick. So what I could have done there is I basically am doing this and I'm doing the edit option, and that's going to jump me over here to that. So the way that this is going to work is it's a Power Pages gives you sign up for it. It gives you an option to create a URL, and then so if you're using this, for example, you could put this on your public-facing website with a link, and this links back to a custom website that's set up in Power Pages that then is linked back to whatever application, whether it's Dynamics 365 application or whether it's a Power Apps application, whatever application you're connecting this back to, it sets up its own URL, and then there's a number of different options. I'm not going to go into all those details. But basically what we're doing is we're setting up a web page that's intent and purpose is to connect back to a Power App. And so with that, it has the typical, I've used the different web authoring tools for different applications. And so this is no different than that. You can go in, you can change the color. We've got stylings. For since the demo, actually, just to give you a quick example, I went in and did I added some images. I'll show them to you later on. But obviously, you can do any kind of changes. You can do text blocks, images, logos. You can actually go in and put code in here as well. So it's a website. It's a regular website that's just designed and set up with the controls in order to synchronize with the Power Apps using low-code technology. So for a couple of things here, we've already showed you the styling. Let's go with this is the data. You can see here how I'm using the different data, and then we've got the tables that we have available. And if I come down here to the setup, this will show you a few things that are kind of nice. So this is the actual URL. So for example, if I wanted my customers to be able to access, I've got mine set up as a private website. So you actually have to have, if you hit the link and you don't have, there's an invitation registration process and it's a private website, but you can make these public. That's where the site visibility is part of that. And right now mine's private. But under identity providers, there has to be some type of process whereby we have the, in my case, in contacts, which your customers, be able to log in. I've got just the local sign in, the Azure Active Directory, and then you can see here how we can leverage some of these other options. Probably for a production environment, I would use the Google and Microsoft. Maybe some of these other ones, you can activate them and then configure them. And let's see here. So let's show the site visibility here one more time, and you can see how there's different options here to do that. Let's go to permissions. So these are the tables that I have, and this is how I get the security that we've implemented. And during the demo, you notice that if I'm a contact and I was Jim Beach, I could only see Jim Beach information. So this is where we do that. We have a security model in here where we can create these ones where we have different access type. In this case, contacts that are connected, they can only do contact access instead of global access. And then for the other more granular, we can do whether they can read, write, delete. The normal permissions, it's got a full granular based system. I'm going to cancel out of this so that we can keep the settings because I want those to stay. And then if we come up here to the pages, and then I'll go to the top and we'll show you this is the welcome screen or the home page, and you can see here where it's got the URL that gets set up. And of course I put it in as a dev, Stevens data, Power Pages dev, powerappsportals.com. It's a private site. And then let's go to let's see if I can show you that. Okay, so this is the portal. I did make just a basic change here. So this is our home screen that go to, you see we have Jim Beach still is the person that's logged in. And I have these two pages. I've been going over to the orders create. On this other page where you put possibly just some information, you see here I uploaded a picture of a cyclist. I've got the instructions on this page says please go to Orzo. This is a situation whereby we could do our graphics, we could do notifications on this page if we wanted to put that, and then from there we can obviously go. This is where we were working, and the other one is in this orders area where we can create orders, do the self-service. But you can see how I saw one person online, they said it looks very much like a WordPress application, web authoring tools. I have not used WordPress. I've used other different products, and I can tell you that it does work in a similar fashion to the ones that I've used. Okay, so now I've clicked back over to the okay, so now I've navigated back over to our Power Apps, and I want to talk about the portal management. This particular application is exactly what it says. It provides for management of the portal and the various sites that you might have. And even though this is, you're going to find out, even though it is low code, there is some complexity involved here. And so as you build out these sites and give access and invite people and manage a lot of this, there is a lot to kind of wrap your head around, if you will. But let's go down to just to give you some basics here. So if we go to the contacts, you can see here how we have the active contacts. This management portal is because we've got it connected back to that particular application. You can see how we have Jim Beach here, and then we've got his web authentication. I've got his user information and some of the other things in here. The way this works is I can go in and I can create, they have invitations, and so I can create an invitation here and go through that process to get an invitation out, and then you worked with the customer to facilitate getting them connected and that kind of thing. I've worked with other different portals. We've had portals in the past. This is always in a little bit of a process, if you will, to get all of the customers set up. The Power Pages one that they have currently, it's not as elegant as it could be. I'm guessing because this is such a new product, they'll probably refine it, but I did get my user connected. And then of course the other, here's all the different websites. The design that I'm on is this site design 02. You can see it's active over here. But this is a lot. I'm not going to go into all these settings and everything, but that's some of the management pieces. And then let's see here. Let's go back. Let's see if I can get back over. There we go. Okay, so now we're back over to the just the entry Power Pages home screen, and this is kind of where I'm going to stop. Just to kind of finish up here, the purpose of this portal is, in my case, I did a self-service scenario whereby somebody's ordering products, following up on their orders. The same thing can be used for, as I said before, customer service. If you had work orders, tickets, anything we need to take that's in our internal environment and surface that to a customer to make for better self-service customer information. Obviously, companies have been doing that for a long time, and this is just going to be a kind of a quicker way to market because it is a low-code option. Where in the past we had options obviously available then and have been using them for years, but this one is just a little bit newer and easier to implement. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments, and thanks for watching.